Mitrovica, Kosovo. The UN camps of Česmin Lug and Osterode have been home to hundreds of Roma refugees since the end of the war in 1999. The families living here have the highest levels of lead in their blood ever recorded. These temporary refugee camps are at the foot of slag heaps, mountains of toxic lead waste from Trepka, the largest lead mine in Europe. Paul Polanski has been campaigning on behalf of the Roma since the end of the war.
So I protested. I said, anybody can see with the naked eye. This is toxic wasteland. You can't put them here. And they assured me they would only be here for 45 days.
I just sort of held my breath and said, okay, 45 days, they'll probably be taken to another country. They'll have a better life. And it was left at that in September 1999. And 10 years later, we're still here.
Aqui flat can? Huh? Aqui fly buti. Ai ti bivayam. Sonde. Zeme. Hey.
All 9 of Feroz Jahirovic's children are slowly being poisoned. There is no safe level for lead in the human body. Brain damage is thought to start at around 10 micrograms of lead per deciliter of blood. These children have 4 to 5 times that amount.
Ona nešto ovako kad plače ili od sama sebe. Evo pre neki dan, tu gleda televiziju, već ona pada. I ja vičem, Feruze, dođi, vidi dete. I ona sve se izgubila. Sve je bila, što stojno šluje.
Modra, skoro se upustila. Da sam ja vodio nju kao mrtvi.
I ja stavim vodu, vičem.
Kako bi bio taj srećan, taj roditelj da vidi svoje dete mrtav da ga vadi van.
They knew something was wrong, but everybody has this great faith in the UN. And many times the people would say to me, if there was something wrong, the UN would save us. The UN would treat us. They saw their children losing their memories. They saw all the symptoms of lead poisoning. They didn't know it was lead poisoning, but they saw the symptoms. And they all became petrified, especially the mothers. And 10 years later, we're still here.
The UN health officer in Mitrovica first took blood tests back in 2000, and his report recommended moving the Roma refugees. The World Health Organization took further blood tests in 2004 and again called for the UN to immediately evacuate the camps.
Immediate is now. It's now. I'm very disappointed that I don't see results. Talking is not enough. I want to see results.
6 years after the World Health Organization made its final recommendations, why are the Roma still here?
Actually, it's a good question, but the answer is very complex.
Believe me, we are not claiming that the situation is ideal. We are not claiming that the situation could have been dealt with in a different manner.
It's always a challenge for us who are not having our own taxpayers but are relying on international donors.
The complex political reality in Kosovo means responsibility for the Roma has been passed from pillar to post.
Može da nas pređe svako i može da igra sa nas svako zato što smo mi fudbal jednostavno.
No one believes it. No one believes it. Unless they see it with their own eyes, no one believes it.